Okay, so we are rolling. Okay. So it's been a while, haven't put any video. So I thought like let's just share some good information to our fellow developers. So again I'll have another video with one of my favorite framework called Django. So I already put videos regarding authentication, such as like session with authentication, or JWT authentication. So today we'll have something different. So we'll have something called open authentication. So OAuth 2 is the latest one that we're using right now. So people those who doesn't have any idea what is OAuth is, so it's a basically I can say simply uh, a bridge between the business client to the service provider client, I would say, or service provider. So let's simplify this. Like, so let's say you have a scenario where you are inside an application and you wanted to access certain files. Let's say you wanted to give some images of your to that application. So how can you do that? You can simply say, okay, I will manually upload it, or you can say, okay, I already have those videos or photos to my Google Drive. So can you just go there and go access my things? I would say, okay, we can do that, but we need some kind of what do you say, authentication to it, right? So we can say that, okay, this is the client, and this is the thing that we wanted to use it. So in that case, the open authentication becomes a bridge. Okay, so let's say you wanted to request that, okay, I need some data from the Google Drive. So that application will say, okay, give me the client ID. Say, okay, this is the client ID. They'll go to Google Drive and say, okay, see, I have a client ID, give me the access token. So it will check, it will say verify and say, okay, this client is also registered with us with a valid client ID. So okay, let's take that, take the uh, access token, and once you get the access token back, now again you can hit that particular you can request it with that access token. Now you can have that access. So this is how the open authentication works. So right now what we have is, so let me run the server quickly. So python manage.py run server. So okay, run server, sorry. Okay, so we'll, so today what we have here is we're gonna use a third party social media app to authenticate your user. So in generally Django comes with inbuilt admin panel. You can register, you can use create your account and get logged in with it. Simply the way we do it. Let's say I want to do logged in. So so sign in. So it is a Django default uh, panel where you can simply log in. So you can say, okay, so simply remind me, and I can simply log in. I can say, welcome Ronojoy. So this is a simply way of Django way to log in. So let's say you don't want that. You want to log in with, you already account, you have an account in Google, or you have already account in GitHub or LinkedIn, whatever it is. So today we're gonna see that how can you simply use third-party social media app to log in. So in that case, we need an library. We're using a library called All Auth Django. So this is the fantastic library I found, which will allow you to use anything. Mostly, I have found most of the social media apps to run it. So this is a documentation. Okay, here you can see from PayPal to Patreon to Facebook, Spotify, Slack, you name it, it is there. So all you need to do is you add the providers to it, to add the all middleware to it that it will allow. You can set the client ID and every secret ID here, but you don't need that. We can simply go to the developer's account. You can set all of those things, and you can add, whether you can add it here in the settings or you can go to the admin panel. I will show you, and you can add it there as well. So let me show the configuration what I have done here. So I've added GitHub, I've added Twitter. Somehow it's not working, so I have removed it. And we also have Google. Okay, fuck Elon Musk. And now here is the middleware that we need to allow, so that it will have the access of all of those accounts to it. And what else? What else? What else? And at the bottom, we also need to declare this authentication. So these are the basics. You can simply go to the documentation. You can add those things. Okay, I'm not gonna briefing about. And here is the one thing that is important is that login redirect. So once you logged in, you need to redirect it to a particular place. In this case, the URL name is home. So I've created a home URL, so it's a base URL. Okay, so that is where it will be redirected to it. And auto login gets, so whenever out, it should be logged in perfectly. Account verification, put it as none. So that's all. That's really all. So after doing that, we just need to migrate it. You can go here, you can see the base things. And let me show you the admin panel where you can add those. So once you've done that, you just need to go to Google or need to go to GitHub, you know, OAuth section, where you can simply create a project, add a project, and there you will get two things. You will get, what will you get? You will get a client ID, as I told you, and client secret ID. Those two things are very important. So those two things you just need to, uh, let's see, logged in. So once you install this uh, all auth module, and you migrate it, you will get a this social media account, this kind of a interface here. So here you don't need this two, you just need to go to the social media app here. And we have Google Pro. So this is the Google provider. So I have created secret key and the client key here. Okay, and you can just give the name whatever the provider is. So you just set here. Okay, and that's all. You can set it Google, Twitter, GitHub, whatever it is, you set it here. And that's all. That's really all you need. And now it is ready. So now I can simply go inside the application and I can show you how it is. So I'm logged out now. So I think I already logged in with the GitHub. So it will quickly, so I'll let me logged out so that I can logged in again using this. So this is how. So you clicked in, and you have to set a URL as well, where it comes gives you the URL for all account URL that has to be included. That's it. This is, you go to the account.github to login. So you'll get the base URL like this, where you can, if you want to log in via Django, you can log in by this. But let's say you wanted to continue with GitHub, you can say third party account GitHub. You simply say okay. So now you can see, since I have the given the proper client ID and everything, it will say okay, it is giving through the GitHub account right now, and you can simply logged in here. I will try to log in, and it will definitely ask me for authentication code. You can give the authentication code. Let's see if I got it or not. So I got it here. It's 739 630. So is your redirect to, so it's authenticated now. You can see it's redirecting to me, and it's also printing my name. This is taking it from my Gmail account. It's Ronojoy19. So see, this is how you can simply logged in based on whatever you want. I will put the secret, the code here in the GitHub. I'll share it as well. So this is how you can simply. So most of your developers, you're using authentication, so you can simply use this library to make it look more professional, where you can, you can add whatever you feel like. You can add LinkedIn, you can add Patreon, you can add PayPal, whatever the account you feel like, and you simply add those account and yeah, use it to make it more professional. So yeah, that's all about today. Stay safe, stay fit, and keep learning.